Mayoral Reports to consider, so we'll move on to our next item of business. Item number 4, we have 2 public recommendations to consider. Highways Professional Services Framework. This recommendation seeks to establish a professional services framework for the procurement and delivery of professional services relating to highways matters, page 8 to 16. In addition, our agreement is sought to complete the award of the framework once the procurement exercise has been undertaken. Councillor Paddington, would you like to say a few words?
Thanks, Mayor Joanne. This approach gives us a robust, consistent service and above all support our work to maintain and improve our highway network, help Liverpool's economy grow and to ensure that it is as safe and efficient as possible, providing access for all.
Thank you, Councillor Paddington. Are the recommendations as set out in the report agreed?
Agreed.
Item B, National Flood Risk Management Plan, approval of Liverpool's measures, pages 17 to 34. This recommendation seeks approval to allow Liverpool's proposed flood prevention measures to be included with the national strategy, which is due to go out to consultation on the 22nd of October for 3 months. Councillor Paddington, would you like to say a few words?
Thanks. So we've all seen coverage of recent extreme natural events, whether in the UK or across the globe, which has included frequent flooding events from extreme rainfall or tides. Flooding causes untold financial and personal devastation for residents, businesses and road users, so it's crucial that we plan with the right measures to reduce this risk. This report does that, and once the consultation ends, a further report will come back to Cabinet in the new year.
Thank you, Councillor Paddington. Are the recommendations as set out in the report agreed?
Agreed.
Partially exempt agenda items next. We have 3 partially exempt recommendations to consider. As only certain appendices to these reports are exempt, I propose that we consider the overall reports in public. This is on the basis that we can accept the exemptions remain in place. Before we do so, do Cabinet members have any questions on the exempt appendices? In which case we'll consider reports in turn. Recapitalisation of LCR Production Fund, pages 35 to 60 of the agenda. This recommendation seeks approval to accept a £1 million grant from the Combined Authority to support the City Region Production Fund, which is managed by ourselves. Councillor Harry Doyle, would you like to say a few words?
Thanks, Mayor Joanne. Yeah, this is a really welcome report and a testament to the fantastic film office team that we've got in the City Council. They manage the production funds on behalf of the Combined Authority, and we've seen some fantastic achievements, not just recently, but over the years as well. Examples such as Time, Help have all been, Stephen Graham and Jodie Comer are fantastic actors and actresses from the city. Have all been supported by the LCR production funds, and I know there's a lot more to come, and this is just a way to push more forward. And for example, next item report from Councillor Sarah Doyle just shows how committed we are to filming the city and the excitement around the depot and film going forward. So it's really exciting time for the city. We've had national and international headlines, variety over in the States, and it's just great news for the city. Really welcome this report. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Harry Doyle. Are the recommendations set out in the report agreed? Next item, item B, pages 61 to 93, Liverpool pop-up film stages, the depot, the Edge Lane update. This recommendation provides an update on delivery of the pop-up film stages at the depot on Edge Lane and to increase funding allocated to support its completion and operation. Councillor Sarah Doyle, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, Mayor Joanne. This is good news and shows that progress continues to be made on the ground, which will lead to new skilled jobs directly and indirectly, as well as delivering more investment to Liverpool.
Thank you. Myself and Steve Rotherham visited the depot a couple of weeks ago. Looks absolutely amazing, and it's really a great achievement that this has managed to be achieved during COVID. Are the recommendations as set out in the report agreed?
Agreed.
Can I advise that for our next item of business, an update on Paddington Village Central, an updated report and annexes were circulated yesterday in a supplementary agenda. Noting this update, we will now consider the proposals. The Paddington Village Central update are on pages 94 to 156 of the supplementary agenda. This recommendation provides an update on Paddington Central, as well as seeking approval to award contracts for various infrastructure works to deliver the overall project, including future operation arrangements. Councillor Sarah Doyle, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, Mayor Joanne. Again, really pleased to bring this forward with yet more tangible progress seen on the ground. New high-skilled jobs, high-quality design and infrastructure, innovation in ensuring health and sustainable building design. These are the hallmarks of Paddington Village and the key role it plays for Liverpool moving forward.
Thank you, Councillor Sarah Doyle. Are the recommendations as set out in the report agreed?
Agreed.
We have no reports for agenda item 5 through to 8, so I will now turn to my announcements. Our City Our Future consultation is closing tomorrow. You can access the consultation online, and there's postcards and various council buildings. Just a reminder for people to try and encourage people to complete it while we just before we close the consultation. I'm going to ask Deputy Mayor Jane Corbett to talk about Babs Hennessy, who's recently coming up to retirement.
Thank you, Mayor. This is just to place on record our thanks to Babs Hennessy. Babs is leaving the council after 30 years with us. Babs is from London, has still got a strong London accent, and was coming up regularly to Liverpool to go the match because she's a wild and wacky Red supporter. And the more she came up, she thought, actually, I'd like to settle here, and she did. So Babs very quickly became an adopted Scouser. Babs was on as a full-time union rep on JTUC for 16 years, and 11 of those years she was the branch secretary. The thing about Babs is that she says it like it is, but she says it with a smile, and she says it very carefully. So she's actually a very good negotiator. And also, just to finish on, I think Babs has just started a really strong campaign that she's very passionate about, called Scousers Against Racism. And she's got us badges, and I know that the Mayor wants to get involved with that as well. So just a huge thanks to Babs. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes with JTUC, and they're well respected and they're much needed. Thanks, Mayor.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. This concludes today's meeting. Thank you for everyone for watching today's proceedings.